We're here in beautiful Niagara Falls. We're at the Ontario Student Leadership Conference, and I've got Keith Brown, magician, guest speaker here at the conference. Keith, how you doing? Welcome to GLEN TV.
Thank you for having me, Glenn.
Yeah, no problem. Thanks for joining me here. So tell me a little about motivational speaking. How did you get into speaking to youth for a career?
Okay. Well, the reason I got into it was I've been doing magic for about 13 years, and I'm about to turn 23 this month, so I've been doing it for a very long time. And as a kid, you know what, a lot of people are amazed that like I do card tricks for money. And one of my teachers was like, hey, do you want to come talk to the civics and careers class, even though I was still in high school, to talk about this? Because you know what, to me, I was just an example of like, you know, you don't have to make a living in a traditional way, and she thought it was very important to share with kids, so I went and did that, and she just kept inviting me back, and more and more opportunities came up because people saw me do magic, and they're like, well, can you talk about this and whatnot? So it just kind of evolved from performing to people wanting me to talk about my experience and how I got to where I was. So
that's very cool.
Yeah.
All right, so Keith, as a motivational youth speaker, what do you think are some of the big problems that youth have to address in this day and age?
Wow, that's a really great question. Well, you know what, they deal with a lot of stuff. They're young people trying to figure out the world and figuring out what they want to do, and there's pressures from all over, you know, about you know, be happy, do what you love and stuff. And I think just providing opportunity for students and young people so that they have the ability to find out what they do and they don't like, and giving them the encouragement to fail, because that's part of the success. Part of success, right? You gotta fall down to be able to get back up. And
okay, say that
for students.
Say that one more time. The ability to.
You have to. Failure's part of the learning process. You got to be able to fall down in order to get back up.
So that's true. You need to fail to be able to learn how to get back up and learn from the experience. No such thing as failure as long as you learn something.
Yeah, exactly. You know what? People ask me all the time if I screw up tricks on stage, and everything I've done at one point or another has gone wrong.
Does that get really stressful?
Well, what's more scary is when a trick you've been doing for a long time hasn't screwed up. Like you haven't messed it up, because it's bound to happen. It's like Murphy's Law. Like you're just waiting for it to go horribly wrong. And there's stuff that I've been doing for, like, you know, 5-7 years, and I've messed it up in every way possible, and then there's something new that will come along. And like for me, that's a really interesting learning experience, because you don't want it to happen again, right? You want your show to continue and whatnot, and it's really fascinating for me because I mess up all the time on stage. Things change. It's not like I'm perfect, you know?
Right on.
And I learn from those things, and hopefully my audience does too.
Good stuff. All right, so the audience of GLEN TV is watching this today. What would you like to say to them?
What would I like to say to GLEN TV? I hope that you make the decision to be awesome, and that you change the world, that you believe that you have the power to do so. I believe that you have the power to do anything, and that you can forge your own destiny if you believe it and you make it happen. Like, you know what, you are the creator of your own life, so if you want something, go out and get it, or find that opportunity, create that opportunity if it's not there. Like, you can do whatever you want in your life, and you have the ability to make it happen. You just need to decide to do it.
So if you get a chance to check him out, see his presentation, he incorporates a lot of magic into it. If you're into the magic thing, this is the guy you want to see. So I want to thank you for joining us here on GLEN TV, and I want to thank Keith so much for the interview. Thanks
you're
a lot,
most welcome. Thanks for having me on, Glenn, and take care, everybody.
Awesome.